Hey guys, today I have quite a short video for you, and that's because this doll is not mine, it's actually my siblings, but I was there when it was being unboxed, so I wanted to really quickly shoot some footage of this doll so I can talk a little bit about it to you guys. This is Cory Fresh Lagoona. I have to say I absolutely adore this doll. I think the design and everything about it is great. However, I do have one question that I wanted to try to answer in this video, and that is Cory Fresh Lagoona actually better than Core Lagoona? At first we are going to take a general look at everything that comes with this doll, and then we're gonna take a general look at the doll, and then I'm going to try to answer this question based on my personal opinions. So just as any other doll, this doll as well comes with a bunch of plastic accessories, especially a bunch of snacks. Now, I would have loved if Cory Fresh dolls came with stands and brushes instead of these snacks, but for some reason, Metal just loves to give plastic snacks to all of their dolls, even though they are useless to collectors. Now, I'm not trying to be delusional, I know that dolls are mainly made for kids, but since I'm a collector, collectors were the first thought in my head. But to be honest, I think that these little plastic snacks would become useless and boring for children after a while as well. I just don't understand why they do the same thing for every single doll instead of switching it up a little. I feel like after a while you just have so many of these little plastic thingies that no matter who you are or what you're using the dolls for, you will not know what to do with these. But I have to say that these, just as always, are once again very detailed and very pretty, very cutesy. And one thing I do appreciate is that Lagoona came with a diary. However, you cannot open it, you can only look at it from the outside. But it's pretty cool that it's a copy of the G1 Lagoona's original diary. I think that's pretty cool, but yeah. Other than the diary, nothing's really that brand new to the world of Monster High with this Cory Fresh doll. She has an amazing backpack, and then her hair is much blonder than the original Core G3 Lagoona. She has much less color in her hair. I think it slays, I think it's beautiful, but I do have to say that I love color in Lagoona's hair, so I wasn't mad at the original Core doll for having so much color in her hair. I'm not sure if this was something that people had a problem with, but yeah, this doll definitely looks much different just based on the fact that the front of her hair is blonde instead of blue and purple. She has little buns in her hair, which are super cute, and then she has this little pink top with the mesh details and with the fish skeleton. I think this top is great. She also has a belt. I love the belt, I have to say. It was looking a little weird on this doll because of the stand that I put her on, but yeah, otherwise it looks great. And obviously the highlight of this doll, I think most people can agree, is the pants. They are a very interesting, unique design that you don't often see. Not even just on dolls, but in real life. I feel like this is a piece of fashion that you don't often see on people, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Whoever designed this piece of clothing definitely ate with this one. And then she has the shoes. I'm not sure about the shoes, they are cool, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly like a big fan of them, but there's nothing wrong with them. As you can see, there are lots of differences on their heads. First of all, their entire head shape appears to be different, and then the little blue scales on Cory Fresh's Lagoona's forehead is much lighter than on the original Core Lagoona's head. I'm actually a little mad at this. I mean, it's cute, but I love that the details were so prominent on the original Lagoona's face. I understand how it could annoy some people, but I wasn't mad at it at all, and it's interesting how light they are on the new doll. Also, the new doll's skin appears to be much pinker than the original doll, and her face is pretty similar, but her makeup is a bit different. They both have little fish skeleton in their ear. Both sets of earrings are very cute. I do have to say I do like it on the original doll that her earrings are mismatched. And you can also tell that Lagoona is still very sporty. Lagoona in general is a very sporty character, especially in G3, and you can see that her new Corey Fresh outfit still resembles the fact that she's not, I don't know how to call it. She's not, you know, a little miniskirt hyper feminine kind of girl. She likes sports, she likes swimming, so she likes convenient pieces of clothing, and that did not change about her. So after this little review speedrun, the question remains, is G3 Core Refresh Lagoona better than the original Core Lagoona Blue from G3 Monster High? In my opinion, no, it's not better, it's just different. It's a different idea and a different execution. It's definitely more extra, definitely more high fashion than the original doll, but I'm having a hard time calling it better. What I've seen and heard from most of the general public, the consensus among people is that Core Refresh is supposed to be better than the original Core dolls. Since many people thought that the original Core dolls were very simple and not monster high enough. I honestly have a lot of things to say about this, so I might have to make a separate video about this because I didn't want to make this one that long, but in the beginning, when Monster High G3 began, Metal definitely didn't know what they can get away with. They definitely wanted to have a simple concept that children would like, and I feel like a lot of people are judging them way too much for what they came up with at the time. I definitely have a huge soft spot for Monster High, so I feel like they can get away with a lot of things with me because I love them, but personally I was never that mad at the original Core dolls. I understand that they are a bit simple, there are things about them that I think could be better. But overall, when I was finally able to get my hands on them, I didn't care about whether they were perfect or not. I was just happy that Monster High was back and I was happy to have these dolls, so I was never really that mad at the original Core dolls, especially that we got so many other dolls after that I just felt like these were the original, these were the first staples of G3 Monster High, so they are basically legendary in the history of Monster High. I understand the people who criticize them for certain reasons, and as long as they were still in their right mind and they weren't just blindly hating simply because this is G3 and not G1, but yes, I didn't really have that big of a need for a Core Refresh, but I'm happy it happened. And I find it interesting that even Monster High in certain scenarios acts like Core Refresh is the original Core and not the original Core. For example, they are selling the new Monster High playset, the big Monster High School castle, and on the promo picture you can see the Core Refresh dolls and not the original Core dolls, which I thought was pretty interesting. You can definitely tell not just from how many promotions they are using the Core Refresh dolls for, but also from how much better the new dolls are that they are putting out right now, like for example the festival set or even the side characters that they are creating right now, Cathy Noir, Venus McFlytrap. They are all so much better and so much more detailed and so much more high fashion than the original Core set of Monster High. You can definitely tell that they needed some time and also some encouragement to find their true style and to be able to be more brave than they originally were. We can all tell that they needed time, and I really want you guys to take away from this video that you shouldn't be so mad and so judgmental all the time with Monster High, because they do need time to figure out what people like and what people don't like. And I also don't think that we should be that mad at the original Core dolls just because they weren't quote unquote slaying enough, because they are a piece of history. They are the first pioneers of Monster High coming back in, if I remember correctly, 2022. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But it was such a happy, joyful moment when Monster High came back. I really don't like how much hate we're putting out in the world just because they weren't perfect enough for our taste. And just to circle back a little bit to these dolls specifically, I think Core Lagoona is a really fun doll. I really like her colorful outfits. I love her little sandals. I love the color in her hair. I do like her accessories more than the original doll, with an exception to the diary, because the diary is amazing. But overall, I just think we are putting out a lot of useless anger into the world, and we really shouldn't do that. So make sure you guys to cherish your original core dolls and not to throw them away just because you have new shiny core refresh dolls to play with. They are both amazing lines, they are both amazing sets, and I'm really happy that I've got to experience the launch of both of them. I'm really happy that Monster High is still here and is standing strong, and I'm really happy that G3 is here because in my lifetime I didn't think I would ever experience Monster High coming back, and now it's back and I am just so happy that it exists and it is here. So please guys, if you guys take away anything from this video, please take away the fact that we don't have to be angry at Monster High all the time. We can appreciate all the dolls without trying to put them against each other, or we don't have to praise one by bringing another one down. We can love all of them, we can have our opinions, we can love one better than the other. But I feel like a lot of G3 hate comes from G1 nostalgia and in general is baseless and is only based on the fact that G3 is different from G1. And I think that hate is utterly pointless. I do think that Core Refresh is, at least in some part, a way to please the G1 fans who refuse to accept G3. It's not a problem, but I think it's an interesting phenomenon, so let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know what you think about both those in the comments. I also wanted to mention real quick that on my pictures, my original core Lagoona barely has any of her clothes or accessories, so I know that the comparison on my pictures is not perfect, but I hope that the comparison as well as the little review was still useful for you.